Hello and welcome back to your 30-day Pilates journey. Today is day 19. We are super close to the end, almost 2/3 of the way there. Today we are working on a concept called the 11 lines of the spine. It's really just a tool to help you gain even more body awareness so that you can work on your Pilates practice with more detail and more control. How about that? So previously we did an exercise called the 10 count roll down. Super fun exercise. And we're just going to add an extra count to that today, adding your number 11. So I'm going to explain that concept to you. And for me personally, it's been a game changer in my practice. So I hope that it will be enlightening for you as well. So let's go ahead and get moving. We're going to start with a quick container practice. So go ahead and just sit tall in your space. You're welcome to close your eyes. And then we'll just bring all of our attention and awareness to our pelvic container. And at the very base of that pelvic container is your sits bones. And I want you to actually sit on your hands. So let's reach around, and with your fingertips, you're gonna find those two bony points, your two butt bones or sit bones, and really palpate them, feel where they are, and just get used to those guys being there. And then once you feel like you have a really good awareness and a good idea of where those are, you can discontinue sitting on your hands. But the sit bones are your number 11, while the tailbone, our number 10, is the true base of our spine. The number 11, the sit bones, is the base of the movement of our spine. So it's really important to start to bring that into awareness as you progress through your Pilates practice. So focusing on that pelvic container, the very bottom is your sit bones, and your ribs are stacked right on top of that pelvic container. And then your neck and your head are stacked right above the ribs. And you can just feel now putting on your tight jacket, lifting your abdominals a little bit, tightening up that tight belt at your true waist, and knitting up the ribs by putting on your vest and tightening up all those laces up your sternum. And then again, letting your head float to the ceiling like a hot air balloon. All three big body masses just stacked one on top of the other, organized in that way, with the top of the head as the top and your sits bones as the very bottom, your number 11. All right, and now from here, we'll go ahead and open the eyes if they're closed for you. I'm gonna have you bend your knees and step them onto the mat, and then go ahead and just genie your arms here. And we're sitting up tall. And I want you to continue to stay tall through all of your containers. We're just going to move number 11 here. So lean yourself slightly back so you're kind of on the back edge of your sit bones. You're not leaning super forward. That's going to allow you to pull those sit bones underneath you. And what we're doing is coming into a posterior pelvic tilt or a tailbone tuck. You might have heard either of those terms. And then we'll come out of that lengthening through, coming back to this slight leaning back position. Let's do that again. That number 11 comes underneath you, just gaining more awareness. And then you lift it back up. Let's do that again. Number 11 underneath you. And then coming back up. Awesome. And then we'll go ahead and go through our 11 lines through your spine as we roll down. So those sit bones come under for 11, tailbone 10, sacrum 9, low back 8. In your waist, we have 7, 6, and 5. And then the base of the ribs 4, towards the shoulders 3, neck is 2, and head is 1. Now slowly coming up, head is 1, neck is 2, shoulders 3, rib cage 4, waist 5, 6, 7, sacrum 8, or low back 8, sacrum 9, tailbone 10, and sit bones 11. Let's do that 2 more times. Taking your time, we'll go sit bones 11, tail 10, sacrum 9, low back 8, waist 7, 6, 5, rib cage 4, shoulders 3, neck 2, head 1. Slowly up, head lifts 1, neck lifts 2, shoulders 3. Keep taking your time, rib cage 4, waist 5, 6, 7, low back 8, sacrum 9, tailbone 10, sit bones 11, going back, sit bones 11, tailbone 10, sacrum 9, low back 8, through your waist for 7, slowly 6, 5, rib cage 4, shoulders 3, neck is 2, head is 1. Now one more time on the way up, head lifts 1, neck 2, shoulders 3, rib cage 4, waist 5, 6 slowly, 7, low back 8, sacrum 9, tail 10, sit bones 11. Now we're going to take it back to your toughest part. I'm going to probably say for most people, it's around number 7 or 6, right in the lowest part of your waist. So you can kind of find that area in between your hip bones and your lowest rib. And then we're just going to roll it down 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, pause on 6. And let's pulse here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, 1. Roll back to number 5. We'll pulse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up to number 7 again and we'll pulse it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll take it all the way up. 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's roll it down one more time. You'll feel that extra space that you just gained in your pulse. Sit bones under 11. Tail 10. Sacrum 9. Low back 8. Waist 7. Ooh, that tough part 6. Keep going slow. 5. Ribs 4. Shoulders 3. Neck 2. Head 1. Whew, oh, thank goodness. We're done with that for now. So now let's just lengthen your legs out. We're going to go into our full roll-ups down. Hopefully this will feel a little bit better. And I want you to keep your mind's eye on your sit bones. So as you're reaching forward here, you're kind of on the front edge of that number 11 of the sit bones. And as you start to roll back, you're staying curved. And your number 11 begins to carve underneath you, so that your sit bones begin to come in line with your heels, and you can feel your containers kind of stack horizontally here in line with each other as you articulate your spine down onto the floor. And then once you're lying flat, those containers are stacked one on top of the other. And let's roll it up 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Roll it down. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, amazing, 1. All right, now let's just bend knees into chest, rock and roll up to sit onto hands and knees. And we're just going to do a couple of cats and cows. So we'll start in a nice arch position, lifting your number 11s, your sit bones, all the way up towards the ceiling so that you begin to feel your hamstrings lengthen and release. And if you want to, you can really grab onto those sit bones and give them a nice pull to kind of help you work that release here. Sometimes if you're tight in your hamstrings, this is really tough to do to get your pelvis to really release backward into that anterior tilt or arch. And then from there, we'll go ahead and round through the spine. I like to tuck my toes. I feel like it gives me a little bit more traction, if you will. I'm not really sure why. It just feels good. So let's arch and inhale and exhale to round. Arch and inhale and exhale to round. Now let's arch and inhale and stay, but keep breathing in that arch. And we're going to go into our round spine through our 11 line. So I'm going to have you start with 11. So we'll go from the bottom to the top. 11 pulls under, 10, 9, 8, you're still looking up, 7, 6, 5, 4, shoulders 3, neck 2, head 1. And then unfurling from the bottom again, let's start to let go of 11 into arch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, shoulders 3, neck 2, head 1. And this might not feel very big, and it might feel tough to articulate like this for your first few tries. So it's fine if you're feeling it difficult to isolate these areas, isolate these lines of your spine. Let's start again from the bottom. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the bottom again, we'll take it out with 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now arching 1. Now let's reverse it. We're going to start with number 1, coming back into our round position. So we'll drop the head 1, through the neck 2, the shoulders 3, the ribs 4, the waist 5, 6, 7, low back 8, sacrum 9, tailbone 10, and sit bones 11. And then from the head back into our arch, looking up, paintbrush for eyes 1, neck 2, shoulders 3, rib cage 4, waist 5, 6, 7, low back 8, sacrum 9, tailbone 10, sit bones 11. One more time through that, starting with 1. Your head drops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we go from the top. The head lifts 1, neck and 2, shoulders 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Awesome. Now let's just sit back in a quick child's pose, rounding out your back. We're going to come back to those cats tomorrow. We're doing a cool cat mat practice for our day 20. So keep those in mind. Now we'll just go ahead and lie down on your back, reaching arms long by your sides. And we'll end with a few bridges today. So I'm going to have you start again with your number 11. We'll articulate the spine up off the floor. Tail pulls under, sits bones pulls under 11, tail 2, sacrum 3, low back begins to lift 4. Ooh, my counting is messed up. Let's start over. We'll go sits bones 11, tail 2, no, 10, 9, 8, number 7, 6, 5, 4, and then you're kind of at your highest on 3 with your shoulders, neck, and head on the mat. And we'll begin to roll through number 3 all the way down. 4, 5, taking care through that waist. 6, 7, low back 8, sacrum 9, tailbone 10, and then you untuck those sit bones coming into a baby arch on 11. Let's do that a couple more times. Rolling up 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then rolling down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more time, rolling up 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and back down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And that concludes your day 19 for your 30-day Pilates journey. Don't ever say that Pilates teachers can't count. I feel like I did pretty good just there. I will see you on the mat tomorrow for day 20 and our second major check-in. Bye for now.